Welcome back to Aliyah and Chill. I'm your host, and today we're diving into the magical world of Israeli startup culture, where everyone's a CEO, every idea will change the world, and ping-pong tables somehow compensate for 80-hour work weeks. Fair warning, this episode contains themes of disruption addiction, equity delusions, and the tragic realization that free snacks don't pay rent. So there I was, fresh off the plane, ready to join Israel's legendary startup nation. I'd read all the articles about Israeli innovation, the military intelligence background creating tech geniuses, and how Tel Aviv was the next Silicon Valley. I was ready to disrupt, innovate, and synergize my way to unicorn status. Oh, how beautifully naive I was. My first day at an Israeli startup was like stepping into a parallel universe where everyone speaks in buzzwords and caffeine is considered a major food group. Welcome to our disruptive ecosystem, announced the 25-year-old CEO, who introduced himself as a serial entrepreneur, despite this being his first company. We're leveraging AI-powered blockchain solutions to optimize the customer journey through innovative paradigm shifts. I nodded enthusiastically, pretending I understood what problem we were actually solving. Apparently asking, "What does our product do?" marked me as someone who doesn't think big picture enough. The office tour was enlightening. "Here's our collaboration space," he said, pointing to a room with beanbags and a ping-pong table. "We believe in work-life integration, not work-life balance. Why separate them when you can live at the office?" Work-life integration. How innovative. Instead of going home, you just never leave. It's not overwork, it's lifestyle optimization. The kitchen was stocked with energy drinks, instant coffee, and enough sugar to power a small city. "We provide all the fuel you need for those late-night coding sessions," the CEO explained proudly. "Sometimes we order pizza at 2 a.m. for the team." I asked about health insurance. He looked confused. "We have Budweiser on tap?" The company structure was particularly special. In a team of 12 people, there were somehow 4 co-CEOs, 3 CTOs, 2 VPs of innovation, and 1 intern who handled everything actually essential, like keeping the servers running. "We believe in flat hierarchies," explained one of the co-CEOs. "Everyone's a leader here." "What about actual responsibilities and decision-making?" "We use consensus-based agile methodologies to crowdsource strategic pivoting." Translation: nobody knows who's in charge, so nothing gets decided. The product development cycle was a masterpiece of perpetual motion. Week 1, we're building the Uber for X. Week 3, actually, we're pivoting to be the Airbnb for Y. Week 5, new strategy, we're becoming the Netflix of Z. I lost track of what we were supposedly disrupting. I think we went through dog walking, artisanal soap delivery, and cryptocurrency for houseplants before settling on AI-powered solutions for optimization. "Pivoting shows agility," insisted the Chief Innovation Officer. "Staying with one idea is so traditional. But don't we need to, build something?" "We're building disruption itself." The funding situation was fascinating. Every conversation somehow worked around to our upcoming Series A that would change everything. This Series A had been upcoming for approximately 18 months. "We're in talks with several VCs," the CEO would say mysteriously. "They're very interested in our scalable, data-driven approach to market penetration." Meanwhile, half the team was working for equity and hope. "Think of it as investing in your own future," he'd tell new hires. "When we exit, you'll thank me." The equity breakdown was never quite clear, but everyone was definitely going to be very wealthy when the mythical acquisition happened. The work culture was intense. "We work hard and play hard," meant working 12-hour days and occasionally having beer in the office. The unlimited vacation policy was code for nobody ever takes vacation because we're always in crisis mode. "I haven't taken a day off in 8 months," bragged one developer, "but I love what I do." I asked if he loved it enough to do it for free, since his last paycheck had been delayed 3 weeks. He laughed nervously and went back to coding. The customer acquisition strategy was revolutionary. We're in stealth mode while we perfect our MVP for maximum market impact. Translation: nobody wanted to pay for our product, so we were calling it a beta test. Our user base consisted of the CEO's mother, 3 college friends who installed the app to be supportive, 2 accounts that might have been bots, 1 confused person who thought they were downloading something else, but we were definitely gaining traction in key demographics. The office perks were legendary in their creativity. Instead of raises, we got meditation Mondays, mandatory mindfulness for stressed workers, free coffee, instant, but it was free, flexible hours, you can start anytime between 8 a.m. and 8 a.m., professional development, YouTube coding tutorials during lunch, team building, arguing about restaurant choices for the monthly team dinner that got cancelled due to budget constraints. The international marketing was beautiful. Our website featured stock photos of diverse, attractive people using devices that displayed screenshots of our app that didn't actually work yet. "We're targeting global scalability," explained our vice president of everything. "Israel is just our beta market." Our global presence consisted of 1 potential customer in Berlin who'd liked our LinkedIn post, but we were definitely going international. The exit strategy was always 6 months away. "Facebook is definitely interested," the CEO would whisper conspiratorially, "and Google's been asking questions. We just need to hit our KPIs for unicorn valuation." Those KPIs kept changing, but they definitely involved exponential growth, market disruption, and revolutionary user engagement. 6 months later, I was still there, the Facebook acquisition was still being negotiated, and we'd pivoted to being a content optimization platform for micro-influencers in the pet care space. But here's what's actually beautiful about Israeli startup culture. Beneath all the buzzwords and unrealistic expectations, there's genuine innovation happening. Israelis really do solve problems creatively. They're not afraid to fail spectacularly. And when they succeed big. You just have to survive the ecosystem of endless pivots, equity promises, and ping-pong table compensation packages to find the real opportunities. Plus, the coffee really is excellent, even if it's the only reliable thing in the entire company. Eventually, I found my place in the Israeli tech scene. Working for a company that actually pays salaries, has a product people want, and only pivots quarterly instead of weekly. We still disrupt things, but we also disrupt the notion that you have to sacrifice your sanity to be innovative. Host. That's all for today's episode of Aliyah and Chill. Remember, Israeli startup culture teaches you that anything is possible, especially if you're willing to work for equity, drink unlimited coffee, and believe that someday your ping-pong skills will lead to an IPO. And hey, if navigating Israeli startup culture while maintaining your grip on reality sounds challenging, maybe it's time to call Easy Aliyah's VIP concierge service. We'll help you find companies that actually pay in money, not just dreams and Budweiser. Until next time, keep disrupting responsibly. And remember, not every problem needs an app, but every app apparently needs AI.